When it comes to girls with really fine hair, what do you recommend are the best extensions for them?
So anything that's not going to damage their hair further, because if you have fine hair, like myself, I've always experienced that if something's attached to my actual hair, then it ends up stressing the follicle out and I lose more hair, and it also causes breakage. Something like the halo is really great in that sense because it's not attached to the hair at all, so it can't damage the hair. Sometimes clip-ins work well for people with fine hair as well, but again, you're attaching something to the hair, so if you do want to wear something like that often, you do run the risk of the clip-ins also stressing out your hair. So another great thing about using the halo with fine hair is that you can actually hide the halo a lot better with fine hair than you can with like permanents or clip-ins, and that's purely because just the nature of the halo is that it sits quite low underneath your hair, so you can actually afford to have more of your hair over the top if you want to hide the halo band. Whereas if you have permanents or clip-ins, you sort of generally need to have them positioned a little bit higher up, so that that's just how they work, because they need to be spread out all over your head, and then you end up seeing them a little bit more if you don't have as much hair to cover those things.
So you can see here how the halo is, it's not really sitting on anything, it's not pulling pressure on my hair, it's literally just hanging off my head.
Yeah, and then you can sort of like put your fingers in there, it's just sitting on the head.
So what would you say are the best extensions for damaged hair?
So halo extensions are really great for damaged hair because they're the only extensions that aren't invasive. So the fine halo is great for damaged hair because it just gives you that bit of extra volume so that it still looks like your hair, but the healthiest version of your hair. It's a great alternative to have hair that looks healthier without it looking like your hair's just grown heaps overnight.
Yeah, so like avoiding that obvious look that you've got in extensions, but you're secretly still wearing them.
That's the best compliment you can get because it's not obvious that you have an extension in.
Can you colour or tone halo hair extensions?
So you can totally do it. You just need to wet your halo first and only ever tone it or colour it a couple of shades darker than the colour that you've got. Never lighter, so you would never bleach hair extensions just because they've already been through so many processing. It's not like actual hair anymore that's attached to the scalp and it's getting nutrients. You would just dry it out if you were to bleach it. So another thing to keep in mind with our halo hair extensions is that each halo is going to react differently because it's come from a different person.
So you just have to be cautious because it is human hair and every human's hair is different to the other.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on the products that you're using as well. Like different salons use different brands of colouring and toners. So some work better than others, and then you've got that whole issue where some halos are going to respond better than others to the colour.
Yeah, I guess your best bet as well is to go with a salon that has coloured a lot of Remy hair extensions before successfully, so you can trust that their products generally do work on Remy hair.
Exactly. A really good way to do it is to actually, because we have so many colours and they're all really great popular colours, is to actually do it the other way around. So you would have your hair coloured to match the halo.
Oh, the halo, yeah.
So you would have your hair toned, or have foils or highlights put in to match our halo.
Totally, and I think that's the thing. Like there's a lot of times extensions are fun because you can just experiment with having different lengths of hair. But when it comes to everyday use, you really do just want extensions to make your hair look natural and healthy without people being able to tell that you're wearing anything.
Exactly.